Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Commander review for Magic the Gathering. Today, we're talking about Pianna, or Pianna, I'm not sure, Nomad Captain from the Odyssey set. And I said this in the last one, I'm going to try and go fast through this. My voice is getting a little hoarse. I don't want to ruin it or injure my throat or anything. So, Pianna is a legendary Nomad Captain. Pianna is Nomad Captain. Oh man, I'm doing so great. Guys, I'm really doing great. Pianna is a human nomad. That's the creature type. It's a 2/2. It costs 1 generic and 2 white mana. And it has the ability, whenever Pianna Nomad Captain attacks, attacking creatures get +1/+1 until end of turn. Essentially, it has its own unique version of the battle cry mechanic, but better because it also gives toughness, which is very nice. I'm pretty sure battle cry only gives +1/+0, so this is much better than battle cry. No card rulings for this commander, very straightforward. It wants to attack and it will buff your team when it does. It is popular, but the card I chose to synergize with this commander is Honor of the Pure. It's just an Anthem effect. The nice thing about this Anthem effect is you don't have to attack to get the bonus, which is very cool. The deck that I'm going to be building around for this commander is a mono white token deck, and I want to go wide as fast as I can and then attack with Pianna to get that bonus. And if I'm building like a traditional token deck, I'm going to have a lot of little creatures, which essentially I'm going to double their power when Pianna attacks. However, there will be some big tokens in there like Idol of Oblivion that makes a 10/10, which is very cool. A popular deck idea on EDH Rec is of course an Anthem tribal deck where every single card is all about making your creatures big. And of course, with Oketra's Monument, not only do you get the mana ramp from it, but you're going to make more tokens to get benefited from the Anthem effects, which is very cool. And I think the thing I like about this deck, real quick before moving on, is this deck archetype, you'd think you're going to do like a token deck, but there are so many non-token Anthem abilities within white that you actually could build a pretty decent non-token Anthem deck, and you would just have giant creatures in mono white, which is really cool. It would almost be mono white Stompy, which I think is very cool. And lastly, for a fun janky deck idea, is playing on the token aspect, and we've seen this archetype in other decks that I've done that are janky and silly, but of course it's a clone deck where we want to clone Pianna as much as possible. The best way to do that is Helm of the Host. Mono White has great ways of searching or tutoring up for equipment or artifacts and being able to put them on creatures even. So putting it on Pianna and making a bunch of them, so every time they attack they're giving each other all +1/+1. Mono White is also 1/2 of the color scheme that's great at populating tokens. So if you can make a non-legendary Pianna token, you can just keep populating it with your white spells. And then as a backup or alternative creature to win with, Coppercoat Vanguard is very fun. If we can make token copies of that card and continuously populate them, then we have a static +1/+0 ability, and they get Ward 1, which is a great form of protection, especially if the Ward 1 stacks, which is awesome. Very fun deck idea. I'd love to hear your comments below. And that's going to do it for Pianna Nomad Captain. We are many unless we're not. The downside with any creature deck is it's a creature deck, and your opponents can easily get rid of creatures with targeted removal or more likely board wipes. Playing with interaction is such a big and important part of this format of Magic the Gathering. So you need to be prepared to either have backups to your board when it gets wiped, or have protections for your board when it gets wiped. Fortunately, you're in mono white. There's a lot of options out there to prepare you for that, but just be prepared. Your creatures can and most likely will die a lot, so be prepared for that. Unfortunately for Pianna, this is not the most popular commander to build around, especially for like a token strategy or an Anthem strategy. It goes great in a lot of those decks, but as the commander, there are stronger and more synergistic ones. So this commander is ranked at the D tier on the tier list that we'll be talking more about in a couple videos from now. But this video summarizes why it is at D tier, what it does, some decks you can build around with it, and all that jazz. So that's where I'm going to end it. I'm going to go relax my voice now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, if there's anything I missed, or if you have any questions, because that's what this whole series is about, is explaining the card and what you can do with the card. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Really, it means the world to me. I know that videos have been a little chaotic these past couple weeks, but at least with the Magic videos, I feel like I've been a lot better at getting steady content out to you guys every week. So that is good. I'm very happy with where I'm at in making these videos. I hope you guys are enjoying them. Now I'm just going to try and make sure that I'm keeping up on my other videos, my gaming videos, Gran Turismo 4, Assassin's Creed 2. I finished God of War recently, started Kingdom Hearts because I love that game. By the time you're watching this video, I will have already, I will have also started for my birthday stream and for my Halloween stream, BioShock Infinite and Amnesia Justine, which is going to be very fun. I can't wait to play those games. So go check those out, because I'm hoping to stay on top of all those videos and get more content out to you guys. Also stay tuned. Slowly but surely, I've been making a lot of progress on my first crossover custom Magic the Gathering set idea, which is a blend with Jak and Daxter Precursor Legacy. So I've been going through that. I'll explain more about how that's going to work when I start that series of videos, because that series of videos is going to be much slower coming out, simply because, you know, I have to create cards for it and make sure that the cards are cool and powerful and unique, but obviously aren't going to be insanely broken. Some of them are probably going to be broken, but I mean, you know, I'm just one guy making cards. So more importantly, it'll be a fun blending of my two hobbies for this channel, the two things I love doing right now. It's going to be a fun way of blending those two things to share with you guys, and it'll be something that we can discuss and talk about, because Wizards of the Coast is going to do more crossovers in the future, and of course as the game evolves, we're just going to see new things anyway, new mechanics and stuff like that. So I'd love to talk about that with you guys. So with that said, thank you guys again. I'm going to let you go. This has been a long one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!